Hey guys, today we'll be making an adorable Poofy Christmas Deco Mesh wreath. What you will need, I have this adorable sign that says "'Tis the season to be jolly." It was purchased at Dollar Tree. I have an 18-inch wreath ring. This is a larger wreath ring, but it was also purchased at Dollar Tree. Red, green, and white glitter ribbon, and red, white, and green deco mesh. Now all of these items can be purchased at Dollar Tree. I also have chenille stems, scissors, and a hot glue gun. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so again, this is the 18-inch wreath ring. It is larger than the 14-inch they usually carry. There are only 3 rings as opposed to 4. So what I'm going to do is use a full chenille stem. And I'm going to use the outer 2 rings and then the inner 2 rings. So let me show you. So this time I'm going to use a full chenille stem and twist it around the inner 2 rings a couple of times. So that's what it's looking like. I twisted it around the 2 inner rings. I'm going to take another chenille stem and twist it around the 2 outer rings. Just like that. And this wreath ring has 8 sections as opposed to the normal 6. So I'm only going to have 2 stems in each of my 8 sections. And I'm going to alternate inner 2, outer 2, inner 2, outer 2. So I have inner, outer. The next stem is going to go on the inner 2 rings. And I'm just going to continue alternating all the way around the ring. So I will use a total of 16 chenille stems. 2 stems in each of my 8 sections. Alright, so I have all of my stems in place. As you can see, I've alternated inner, outer, all the way around the ring. Now what I'm going to do is take my red and white deco mesh, layer them one on top of the other. You can decide whether you want the red or the white on top. I think I'm going to go with the red on top. Once I have them layered one on top of the other, I'm going to fold it to a nice little point. And then I'm going to start on the outer chenille stem. So I'm just going to place my mesh, twist it a couple of times, just like that. And then I'm going to make a poof and go to the next outer stem. Now the size of the poof is completely up to you. If you want a larger wreath, make larger poofs. If you want a smaller wreath, make smaller poofs. But just pick a size poof and try to keep it as uniform as possible. Go to your next chenille stem and twist it a couple of times. Just like that. And I'm going to repeat the same steps all the way around the outer ring. Alright, so I've come back to my starting point. I'm going to make another poof, unravel, place my mesh, and twist it back. Then I'm going to cut away the excess mesh and tuck it away. And then I'm going to start over on the inner stem. So again, for the inner stem, I'm going to layer my mesh. And you can alternate. You can switch and put the white on top for the inner ring if you choose to do so. But I'm going to keep the red on top. And I'm going to fold my mesh to a nice little point and place it in the first chenille stem on the inner ring. And continue all the way around the inner ring just like I did for the outer ring. Alright, so once I have both rolls of mesh, I'm going to separate the two layers. You can leave them layered if you choose to do so, but separating it makes the wreath nice and poofy. So I'm going to alternate which colors I pull inward and outward. So as you can see, I just pulled the red, and then I'm going to pull the white, and then the red, and alternate. Alright, and now I have the red, white, and green deco mesh that I have cut into 8-inch long pieces. What I'm going to do is take my first piece of mesh, roll it at a diagonal. You can definitely roll it at a curl if you choose to do so. Take my white, roll it at a diagonal, and again with my green. Roll it at a nice diagonal. And I'm crisscrossing all of the colors because I want to make sure all of the colors are visible. I'm going to scrunch it together in the center. Pick a chenille stem, place my mesh, and twist it a couple of times. Just like that. And you can adjust and maneuver as much as you need to. So I'm going to repeat the same step, but I'm going to alternate which colors I place on top. So this time I'm going to start with the green, and then I'll add white, and then red. So I'm just going to alternate it just to make the wreath more fun and colorful. And I'm going to repeat this step all the way around the inner ring and also on the outer ring. Add as many colors as you like, just have fun with it and make it your own. Alright, so I have all of my bundles in place. They look so cute and poofy. I've placed a bundle on every single chenille stem on both the inner and outer rings. Now I do have the red, white, and green glitter ribbon that I decided not to add the ribbon because it's so pretty and sparkly already. So next thing I'm going to do is just tuck away all of my chenille stems since I'm not going to add anything else to the stems. You can definitely add any additional embellishments. You can add the ribbon, you can add whatever you'd like. Just have fun with it and make it your own. But I'm going to go ahead and get the stems tucked away and start working on the sign. So for the sign, I'm going to turn it over. Take 2 chenille stems, twist them together for the top, and 2 chenille stems twisted together for the bottom. I want to make sure my chenille stems are hanging off the side of the sign so that I can easily attach the sign to my wreath ring. I'm going to use my hot glue gun to glue the stems in place, just like that. Take my sign, place it in the center of my wreath, and I'm going to push the mesh aside because I want to attach the chenille stem to the actual wreath ring. And I'm just going to twist it around the wreath ring a couple of times just to make sure it's nice and secure. Once you have all of the stems attached to your wreath, just fluff up the mesh, make sure you don't have any gaps or spaces, make sure it looks so cute and precious. Now you can definitely add whatever you'd like. Again, you can add ornaments, or you can add ribbon or bows. Just have fun with it and make it your own. But it's so cute, simple, and easy to make. And all items can be purchased at Dollar Tree, so you can make this entire wreath for less than $10. So cute.